English questions for Rafa, please ask for the microphone. Anyone? There.
Rafa, I think you lost one match on clay last season. Do you feel like you're in the kind of form to have another fantastic run on the clay this year?
I don't know. I didn't start the clay court season, so I can't tell you any feeling. You know, have been a tough year and a half for me, so it's tough to have a clear view about how I am, because I had too many stops in between. I didn't find the way to play 3 weeks in a row or this kind of stuff without problems. So have been hard for me personally. So it's normal that when you have these things going on in the mental part, you are a little bit more up and down. So now it's a work of every day, and it's a work of try to improve, small improvements in every practice, because I had to stop after Indian Wells for a while again and start slow. So it's always like a comeback, you know. So let's see, it's important for me to have a good practice tomorrow before the tournament starts, and then try to be competitive for the first round. That's going to be a tough one. So let's see.
Rafa, when did you start practicing again, and are your knees okay now?
Yeah, I started 2 weeks ago, and yes, my knee is quite good. So happy for that. Now I need to work on the tennis. So that's the goal. I arrived here on Friday as usual. So I had some hours of practice, and I hope the competition put me on the rhythm that I need.
And was the problem that you had in the States, was it the usual problem that you've had with your knees?
1 centimeter left, 1 centimeter right, but yes. Yes.
Rafa, just briefly away from tennis, can I just ask for your thoughts on Tiger Woods winning the Masters last night? I know you're a big golf fan and you play a lot. And I think I'm right in saying that you went to the first tournament that he came back in the Bahamas, and just what that experience was like, seeing him close up.
Well, it has been amazing. Like a sports fan and like a big fan of him. You know, I said hundreds of times that he's probably my favorite sports man in the world since long time ago. So. Like a big fan of him. Have been a tough years for him, and you know, I can't be more happy about the victory of yesterday. You know, if you imagine all the process and all the hard work that he had to do to be back on a golf course, is so difficult. All the things that he did, and finally win a Grand Slam again, especially in Augusta, probably his favorite one, means everything for him. So just very, very happy. You know, I really know a little bit how hard he worked to be back, and yeah, I just have been very emotional yesterday.
You say it's been a very up and down year and a half for you, and you said the mental side of things, it's difficult to keep coming back. Can you talk about the frustration that you feel and how you deal with that? Keep coming back and...
You know, in terms of tennis, I can't complain much. You know, every time that I play it, I have been in a position to win tournaments. You know, so it's fair to say that because that's right, I think. No, but in the other hand, yeah, it's tough to have problems in a row. But you know, we can't talk all day about that. that's not good things to talk, but it's part of my career too. So I understand that you asked me for that. I don't like to talk about frustration because life have been too good for me to be frustrated. But yes, at some point, even if I appreciate all the things that this sport give it to me and this life give it to me, sometimes it's tough to accept when you have problems in a row. No, this year, since the beginning of the season again, have been some tough ones. So Nick needs to be strong mentally and needs to keep the passion very high, because if I'm not able to make that happen, then you are in trouble. Because it's true that there is a lot of issues that happened during the last year and a half that could be a moment to be a little bit frustrated. But being honest, every time that I have been the chance to be back, I have been able to be very competitive, and I hope to keep manage it that well, and I hope to end with that period of time that have been tough in terms of the physical issues. So start is important clay season for me. I hope to be healthy, and I hope to be able to compete well. This tournament is important for me. Let's try to be competitive since the beginning.
Hi, Rafa. Yesterday, Djokovic said more or less that his dream would be to beat you in the final of Roland Garros. I mean, like the most difficult thing for him in a final. What would be the place and the player you would like to beat where in your dream match at your best, in the best situation possible? Because
I don't dream much. No, I just try to go day by day, and I understand your question, but my dream is just to keep playing tennis and keep enjoying the competition there. I don't think about winning Novak in the US Open or winning Roger in the final of Wimbledon again. No, I just think about my dream now is try to be competitive for Wednesday and try to play a good Monte Carlo. That's my goal now, more than a dream. No, and I am focused on this.
Rafa, apart from you, who do you think will be strong this year on clay? Who do you and what do you think of Roger coming back on clay this year?
We can't predict the future, so I hope to be one of them, but you never know. So just there is a young generation coming, and they are good, and they play well on clay too. So let's see about Felix, let's see about Shapovalov, let's see about Tsitsipas. They are good. So they are good in all the surfaces, and they like to play on clay too. So, and they play at matches on clay already. Going to be an interesting clay court season, of course. Dominic is one of the candidates for everything, especially after winning in Indian Wells. Novak always, of course. And let's see. For Roger, always is a candidate. Let's see how he's able to adapt his game again to the clay after a while without playing on clay. I don't think will be a big trouble for him because he has the talent. But let's see. I can't tell you now. Let's wait a couple of weeks.
Last two questions, Simon.
You said it's a little bit like a continuous comeback for you. I mean, can you take inspiration from Tiger? He had 4 back surgeries, and then he's back in the Champions Circle. Is that something that can inspire you?
Being honest, I never needed an inspiration. I always have been able to be back, and it's nothing new for me. I have been in a comeback situation much more times that I will love it. So and I always did it well. Of course, one day will not be the same, but of course, what happened during the last year for Tiger is an inspiration for everyone, not for me. It's a good example of passion for sport, discipline in terms of hard work, and and love for the game. No, that's what he for sure feel it to be back where he is. And being honest, the celebration of yesterday when he was walking with the family have been one of the moments that I not forget.
That's one.
Rafa, a couple of weeks ago, Tony, your uncle, obviously knows you well. He gave an interview and he said that Rafa is not a tennis player. He's an injured person who plays tennis. Do you think that's a bit over dramatic, maybe, or is that something did you agree with that description?
No, he apologized me. He came to the court and he feels sorry for that. And Tony wanted to say in a positive way because, of course, they had too many issues, and he said, okay, it has a lot of value what he is doing for all the problems that he had. But it's not about an interview. Tony has conferences for companies every week. So when you talk a lot, sometimes you have some mistakes, no, and it's normal. I have mistakes. Everybody have mistakes, and of course, have been a mistake for him. And he came to me and he felt sorry for that, no, because it was a little bit over dramatic, and he's being number 2 on the world. Maybe difficult to be where I am, being an injured person. Of course, I have more problems than almost the rest of my competitors, but I was able to manage it well during all my life.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.